I remember working with CAP when we passed the Affordable Care Act.
The Center for American Progress played an important role.
And when extremist Republicans went after it, you were in the lead in defending it.
Thank you for the work that you did to provide health care to more Americans.
And revolutionizing access to health care in this country.
Health care for all! The fastest growing group of uninsured Americans is older Americans aged 50 to 64.
Almost 50 million Americans are without health insurance today.
It was years before the Affordable Care Act became law that the work began. There were real problems out there. People were still struggling with pre-existing conditions. The uninsured rate was climbing.
Insurance companies could turn away people simply because they had had a C-section or had a heart attack or had cancer. Women could be charged more based on their gender.
We set the stage for the Affordable Care Act. The American people needed health care as a right.
Is a right. Health care is a right. Health care.
CAP was involved in the ACA before it was even the ACA. The planning began years ahead of the passage in 2010.
We plotted how to get the government fully engaged.
We have to get to universal health care.
Universal health care? I think every single American has a right to affordable, accessible health care.
When we hit the ground running in 2009, it was because the wind was at our back, because CAP helped create that wind, create that momentum.
CAP deserves enormous credit for seeing that opportunity, shaping the policy, and shaping the politics.
We would not have the Affordable Care Act without CAP.
We are done.
When the ink was still wet on the Affordable Care Act, we were off to the races, getting ready to defend it.
We made a promise to repeal and replace Obamacare.
The House has already voted some 30 times to repeal or defund this law. What's one more vote
we're going to do it one more time.
One of the things that made a big difference, which CAP helped lead, was getting out individual stories of how people would suffer from the ACA being gone.
If they're not forced to cover people like me who have pre-existing conditions, my health would suffer greatly.
The ACA forbids insurance agencies from imposing lifetime limits on people.
Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to go to physical therapy to help me get stronger and get back out there.
CAP was instrumental in helping with amicus briefs, helping us with organizing the arguments.
CAP was part of a large coalition of groups fighting to save the ACA from repeal.
Senate Republicans trying to repeal and replace Obamacare, and that vote coming up short.
Because of the ACA, I get to talk to you from up here and not from my bed.
The statistics are pretty clear about what a difference the Affordable Care Act has made. Record low uninsurance rates, improvements in health, improvements across the board.
Today, the health insurance rate in the United States is the highest it's ever been.
The Affordable Care Act literally saved my life.
Because of the ACA, I'm cancer-free.
I had my surgeries that I could have because of the ACA, and now I'm here and alive. It is a living, breathing set of policies trying to encapsulate something at the core of our democracy, which is healthcare is a right.
And CAP's fighting to make sure every American could have that right.